Oh, hello. Welcome to my home. I'm Griffin Henley. For the next 5 or 10 minutes, I will be discussing with you, the people watching this, how I became the man I am today. The handsome, debonair, charming man I am today. We'll be discussing my politics and my family history and all that jazz. But we won't be discussing jazz because that would be a different project. Political socialization. A combination of the different things that make people who they are. Your family, your friends, your religion, and your education. Obviously, your parents teach you most of what you know. They raised you and all that fun jazz. I didn't necessarily get all of my political beliefs from my parents. What I did get from my parents is an interest in politics, doing things involving politics. Hi, I'm still Griffin Henley. How did school affect me? I can tell you one story. It was 4th grade, and I was in Mrs. Budge's class. George W. Bush had just won the election. And even at that young age, I really wasn't a big fan of his. What we were asked to do was to write a poem about how good he was. So I wrote a poem about how much he sucked. And I got yelled at by the teacher, Mrs. Budge, for not doing the assignment. Hello again. I'm still Griffin Henley. A lot of times people's politics is based off of their morals. And most of the time, people get their morals from their religious background. Now, my religious history is very interesting. At least I think so. You can be the judge of that one. On one side of the family, my mom's side, her parents are very, very religious, very Catholic, traditional Irish Catholic beliefs. And they go to church every Sunday, they go to church every Saturday, they even go to church on the weird holidays that no one even knows what they mean or what the point of it is, like Pentecostal Holy Fest, Lollapalooza Day. The other side of my family is Catholic, but not uber super Catholic. Just like regular, don't go to church. Easter Christmas Catholics is what they're called. They only go on Easter and Christmas, and that is it. Nothing else. So they have the beliefs, but they just are really lazy. Now myself, at this point, I can't say how it's going to be in the future, but at this point, I'm not a Christian, I'm not really anything. I would say that I'm an agnostic, which is basically like an atheist without the balls. Because we don't believe there's a God, but if there is, we still want, to be on his good side. Other than the whole not killing people and not stealing from people and not coveting things part of the whole religion thing, I haven't really gotten much from it. Communion wafers are disgusting, and I don't like touching my lips to a cup that 7 old ladies have just licked. Sue me. Media has influenced me a great deal. Because I'm a big fan of Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert and Bill Maher and SNL and stuff like that, I have been influenced by comedy mostly. Being a comedian
myself, I gravitate more towards comedy than actual news. Although I do watch actual news because that's the only way you know what actually is happening. I prefer, comedy programs. A lot of people say that my generation is a generation raised by the television. And to some extent that is true, not for myself, but for many. It gives people a different perspective on things, well, depending on what shows you watch. Like, if you watch, MSNBC, you're going to be probably very liberal. If you watch Fox, you're probably going to be an idiot when you get older. And if you watch CNN, you're probably going to start wearing suspenders a lot more often.
Hi, I'm still Griffin Henley.
My demographics are pretty simple. I'm white. If you haven't already noticed, I'm a male. I'm non-religious. I've never owned a llama. I'm a high school student, so I'm young. I'm very good looking, if that is one. It's not. Own one refrigerator. I'm middle class. I've never had anything rude to say to an elf. I'm generally kind to elves. I've seen RoboCop 6 times. I will never punch a midget. Ever. I'll kick a midget. I will definitely kick a midget. I will never punch one though. I have a dog who I make wear sweaters every once in a while. Don't know Kung Fu. I don't plan to know Kung Fu. I am currently unemployed, but that's a choice. I don't own any guns. I do, however, own an entire attic filled with crossbows. Am I red or blue? I'm very blue. Not sad blue, though, because I'm a very happy person. I just, follow liberal ideologies. What else is there to say? I like the libertarian idea of social freedoms, and then I like the populist idea of stealing rich people's money and giving it to people who need it. So combine that. How will I be involved in politics in my life? Hopefully very involved. I plan to campaign for politicians. I plan to vote. I plan to hopefully, do a comedy show about politics, and eventually I hope to run for Senate. That is an actual goal that I have. 2030, you will see my name up for Senate, and you should definitely vote for me. Because that would be a kick-ass senator. I won't reach across the aisles because, my arms aren't really that long. 2030, Henley, New Jersey Senate. It's gonna happen. And it's gonna be awesome.